Yo, Sports Life and Hip Hop, Ricky Sway.
Yo, this is Zeke.
Yo, we are live on set for the music video Untitled featuring Grammy nominated D.Lylez
Don't forget that. Jenee Jones.
and Tandaleria, the talented Tandaleria.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So we're here on set of the music video Untitled. Going to
Behind the
people
scenes.
behind the scenes. Oh, directed by my homeboy, Professor Derek Dow.
The jack of all
The
trades.
jack of all trades, Professor Dow. We're on set. It's a little cold outside. Won't be going outside today, so we'll be in nice and cozy, and we'll get some interviews.
Peace.
What's to come from this? Can never be too shy. What's to come from this?
Ricky Swade,
Yo, this is Zeke.
and we
We're
are
here
with
live.
The talented
Tandaleria.
Tandaleria, writer, singer, jack of all trades.
What else is on your resume?
Yeah.
I'm a recording and mixing engineer.
Mm.
I'm a vocal instructor as well, and
Dr. Dre like engineer.
producer.
Mm.
Yeah.
First and foremost, where are you from?
Chicago, from the west side.
Okay, so we got a kind of a serious question. Do you dislike Southsiders?
No, actually, I don't. Most of my friends are Southsiders. So
Oh, okay. All right.
You said actually you don't.
yeah, because
So
it's
you
a-
know there's a beef
it's a
there.
great divide. Yeah,
Right.
And I don't understand what it's about, but yeah, most of my friends are Southsiders, so no.
Oh, okay.
Another question we always ask people in the industry: where's the gene? So is your mom a singer? Your dad is a musician of some sort? So
My mom used to sing a lot in church, but she didn't necessarily fully pursue it in any way. But my parents both have their own different taste of music. My dad really really loves hip hop, and that's all he would play all the time.
really,
And my mom loves anything soul, R&B, whatever, all the way. She wasn't even born back in some of the songs that she likes to listen to. So I want to say it's from both of them.
told you, Gino.
How long have you been in the industry?
I've been fully pursuing music since about 2010. Yeah,
Okay.
since about
Oh
2010.
yeah, that's a minute.
Yeah.
When did you know you were pretty good at this? Talented.
I wrote my first song in the fourth grade.
Oh,
And I can remember. I remember writing it, and I remember being able to perform. We, as a choir, performed during my eighth grade graduation. And then I left it alone for a long time. I was like, this ain't gonna happen. And then I went through a breakup, and I wrote what I thought was a poem. But then the poems felt melodic, so then I remember singing it to a friend, and it was like, no, this is a full song. So then we went from there. So, and that's about 2010 when I was like, we gonna do this.
do you want to shout out who you broke up with for giving you the inspiration,
inspiration, right.
to start your music?
He doesn't deserve that much anyway.
Is this your main gig? Do you punch a clock?
No. What I do is write, produce, and a
Oh.
vocal instructor. This is what I do. I work at a school as a vocal instructor.
Nice.
Ah, so that is your passion. You are getting money off of your passion. That's good.
That's real good.
That's the goal. That's what we're trying to get to.
Yeah, that is the goal.
Can you tell us about the video today?
So the video is a follow-up for a mini series that we did to promote the song. The series was called Quick Sparks, and it was it was a speed dating event that leads up to them meeting each other, because the song is about meeting someone new, really liking each other, but there's a fear because it's an uncertainty, because you've been hurt before or whatever. So it's like, I want to fully dive into this, but I'm also nervous. So the video is the conclusion of the series. Like the final episode of the speed dating event was they met each other, and this is them, vibing, and yeah.
He got invited to her crib right after the speed date. Successful.
Accelerated. Accelerated.
Right.
Do some of the songs that you write, or are they some of your life? Like, I know you said something about fourth grade that you wrote about a breakup, or a song. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but a breakup
breakup
later on
happened. Yeah.
in college. But is there anything else that you put out there for the world? Life experiences, like, you feel comfortable, or do you kind of mask it?
You mean like when I'm writing?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of it comes from a place. Yeah, like even this song, it all came from a place. Interesting enough, when I wrote this song, I was in the middle of a breakup, which is really interesting to write a love song.
So breakups are always makes the best music, huh?
That's what people
Basically,
say.
it's really interesting to have wrote a love song.
Mary J. Blige
while
made a
going
career out of it.
yeah, while going through a heartbreak, you write a song about new love. But yeah, it was a lot of it comes from a lot of it came from just thinking about what it felt like when you what it feels like when you meet someone new, and how there's an excitement, but like I said, but a fear there, and that does come from a place.
What?
Do you?
Go ahead.
Oh, do you write songs for male artists? Is it? Do you have to do anything different? Is it harder to write for male than female, or is it pretty much the same? You just changing words around?
No, I kind of change the perspective. I kind of feel like I kind of channel when I'm writing for artists. Like I kind of connect on where they are and who they are, and kind of fill out their energy and become that. So I can talk in their tone or say it the way they want to say it, the way that they would say it.
Do you have to, when somebody asks you to write, do they just say, hey, can you write me a song about XYZ, or do you have to sit down and have a conversation? Like, if he asked you to write him a song about breaking up with his girl, could you just do it based off that, or would you need more information?
If you want it more personalized, I would need more information.
But if he say, hey, I'm going through a heartbreak, can you write me a song? You could just do that.
Yes. Yeah.
Long as the check clear. Now, you've written a lot of songs and whatnot. What is some of your inspirations growing up? What are some of the artists that you looked up to and you were inspired by?
My favorite artist that I feel like people don't talk about not is Gladys Knight. Is one of my favorites. I like she does a really good job at tying the emotion in the music, and I feel like people don't talk about that enough. My favorite singer is Mariah Carey. And of course, grew up with Beyonce. So there's that. Michael Jackson is another one. My mama is crazy. Both my parents are crazy Michael Jackson fans. So listening a lot to him and his music. It's more so I'm really big on lyrics. Obviously, I like I like music that connects the audience, because music is art and it's supposed to be an experience. So I like artists that create experiences in their music.
You got Mariah over Beyonce vocally?
Yes, but they're both very talented. There's just Mariah has a bigger range.
Yes.
Yeah,
for
That's
sure.
why I would say that. Other than that, yeah. And then we talking about heyday Mariah. When she first came out,
Not Mariah now.
when she's older, she's been hitting those whistle notes for a long time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We don't want to keep you. We know you got to get on set. Real quick, 2 questions. Do you want to name drop anybody that you've worked with in the industry?
More so the talent around Chicago's a lot of really dope talent.
Oh, Kanye.
I'm not going.
Also,
Common.
on a less serious note, favorite pizza place? Being from Chicago, West Sider, favorite pizza spot?
It's a very important
Yeah, it's
question.
a very important question. Don't.
What was the name of that pizza place we used to go to? Because I'm not crazy about pizza. My favorite stuffed pizza would be Giordano's, if I had to pick. Because the other ones seem a little bit watery. I don't like the watery. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's divert. Uncle Remus or
Uncle Remus, of course.
okay.
Of course, it's Uncle Remus. The Menzio's. That's what it's called. The Menzio's. That's the pizza place.
Okay.
Are
Yeah.
you thin crust over deep dish?
I like thin crust.
Okay.
Deep dish is a lot of pizza.
We have a lot of fans, viewers from all over the world. What makes Chicago remarkable?
The food, one, because I love food.
Absolutely.
I get really disappointed when I go to other cities. I'm like, what is this? What is this? Of course, the city itself, the skylight. It's beautiful. Even like now with the snow, looking out over the city and watching the snowfall. It's just, it's all around a very beautiful city, and there's always something to do. That's
Absolutely.
what makes it dope. Like there's never a time where you can say it's boring. No, it's always something happening going on here.
Tell the people your IG, where they can reach you, your next project.
Your phone number so they can ask you to write songs for them.
You can reach me on everything is Master Plan Tan. This is MASTER Plan Tan. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We'll get you on set. Sorry. Thank you. Though.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yo, Sports Life of Hip Hop, Ricky Suede.
Yo, this is Zeke. We're here with the man in the flesh.
Talented brother.
D.Lylez, what up, y'all?
Grammy nominated.
Chicago's own. Chicago's own.
Do you use that on the street? Like, yo, man, I'm Grammy nominated.
Hey, you know what though? Like I don't usually go out on the street and like say it unless somebody, because it's like people start asking questions or they be like, "Yo, like who is this? Who is that?" I be chill about it.
It's kind of like you win a championship. You
Right,
say
yeah.
NBA champion.
You can say that for the rest of your
you can say it
life.
for the rest of your life. Grammy nominated.
I mean, yeah, like if I say it, but I gotta win it though. It's like you gotta win it.
Do you?
Because if you make it to the finals, right? It's like everything you done through the year, it don't matter because you didn't win that championship. You know what I'm saying? But
saying
don't get me
Grammy
wrong.
nominated is
I'm
nice.
grateful because
Right.
a lot of people don't get nominated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that's one in a million for me, man.
Start from the beginning. Tell the people where you're from.
Yo, so I'm from Chicago. I'm from the South Side. Don't get it twisted. You feel me? Best Side. You feel me? Yeah. They gonna say the West Side, but it's the South Side. You feel me? Yeah, man. And I'm a Chi-Town kid, man. I'm a preacher's kid, really, and you know, growing up in the church, and you know, people say the best singers come from the church, and that's where my roots come from. You know, just watching people that was before me, musicians in the church, and other singers I watched, you know, in the field, coming up doing open mics and things like that. And you know, I'm rooted in Chicago. Done a few things, you know. I've been on NBC's The Voice season 18. I was my coach was John Legend. So I got a Grammy nomination, right? And man, you know, man, I did the R&B Money Tour with opened up for Tank in Chicago last year, which is pretty good. It was Tank, Carrie Hilson, and Carl Thomas, and that was like pretty dope, man. So yeah,
It's funny you bring up Carl Thomas. You
Yeah.
grew up liking Usher and Drew Hill. So are you still a fan of Drew Hill?
hey yo,
Even
yeah.
though they got like 18 members?
Yeah, they pissing me off with that, but like them my boys, the original members, like that's how I really got started singing, like listening to Cisco, you know what I'm saying? The first two albums, they were the group that really
Into the Drew.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Into the Drew, they had so many hits, man. You know, I was the dude in grade school singing all of Cisco's parts. Like literally. That's me. But
Zeke. Oh, no, good.
he was thinking about all the chicks he sang to in school, like, damn, I had a few. Damn, you know what I'm saying?
Now with Drew Hill and whatnot,
Yeah.
and some of your what other, like, what would you say your sound is like? What would you say you got a long range or like? And another thing, I'm sorry, two part. As far as writing,
Yeah.
how, like, what mode do you have to be a writer?
So the first question, right? So I would say if Marvin Gaye and Usher had a nephew, like that would be me. You understand?
Big
those
names.
were like, yeah. Those were like, and it started with Marvin Gaye, like in high school. Like I would go to sleep listening to this man's songs, and so I just kind of innately just knew the songs and I studied them. And then with just Usher, I just like the style of singing. You know how. Finesse, you know, how he would sing the notes and how he was on the stage with the artist development. You need artist development, don't forget that. And just with my writing, you know, the mood I am like now, like I developed the formula on how to write. But once you get the formula, like how it is in the industry, right, you take it and you form it like to how you like it. And so like I gotta, if the beat don't sound good, I'm just not inspired like at all. So I have to be rocking to the beat. Or it's like you go through life, like you gotta live life. You feel me? Like I need something to write about. You know what I mean? So that's.
I hear
that's the
breakups
process.
are always good
Oh,
inspiration.
for sure, man. If you ain't singing in the rain or you know doing those, that's good breakup type. You know what I'm saying? Esque. You know what I'm saying?
Is it hard writing songs? Because you listen to a lot of R&B songs, even back in the day up until now. They kind of got the same theme. Baby, I want you back, or I miss you. Is it hard writing, or is it hard making 20 different songs and not making them exactly the same?
You know, and I would say you gotta just experiment. Like, you know, like we create a lot of songs. Well, I'll speak up for me. I know I do. I'll create a lot of songs, and we'll pick and choose which ones have the different type of subject matter. Because you could be in a mode and just be strictly writing about your breakup, or you could be happy and write songs about being happy, or it could be about life or just family. And so you pick and choose the right songs at the same time. So you don't have to focus on trying to write different songs. Just write to how you do it, and then pick and choose. That's why people do a lot of songs, so they can say, okay, this can go on that project, that can go on that project, because it makes it easier. You know, it gets stressful when you're trying to hone in on something really, and it just kind of messes up the process. You know, for me, I'll say.
Okay.
You talked about artist development. Can
Yeah.
you elaborate on that and educate the people on what artist development is?
Yeah, so artist development, to go forth, like, it's really not just all about just, you know, perceiving, you know, your gifts and everything like that. It's more about self as well. So they teach you really how to hone in your gifts, you know, and this causes exercising. This is practicing, whether you're a rapper or a singer, you have to practice with your voice. You have to do these exercises, and it becomes regimens. These are things you have to have media training. You have to know how to present yourself in a way that is comfortable for the setting. So artist development is lifelong. It's not just something you learn for 6 months and all right, we move into the next. Nah, it's continuing to learn, you know.
What is R&B missing?
Man, R&B is definitely missing artist development. It's missing authenticity when it comes to the, you know, mainstream R&B. I think that mainstream R&B is trying to they're trying to form with they're trying to just not be themselves to conform to what everybody is doing, when they forget, like, you guys are the pioneers that have done this. So you don't have to do it. I feel as though it's missing just people that really love music, and people need to be in love again. Like, I feel like we're not in love. Like, everybody's hateful. Like, they waking up just, you know, hating people, or they just like people to ops, or, you know what I'm saying, all this kind of stuff. So it's like we just need to bring love back into, you know, R&B. I feel, you know.
You said you had a formula. I was talking to my barber earlier today, and he said something. He said, because I asked him, they were asking him, like, hey, if your son wanted to learn how to be a barber, could you teach you? He's like, nah. He has to already want to be like, I can't teach somebody how to be a barber from scratch. You said you developed a formula for songwriting. If somebody said, yo, I want to be a songwriter too, could you, like, hey, here's the formula. Can you give that formula to somebody that's not a writer?
You have to. Yeah, it's just like being an artist too. Like, even being a writer or producer, you gotta already have that want to do it first, right? And then when you sit and look at how people are doing certain things, how people are making beats. Timbaland gets online and he tells people all the time. That's why he does the people send in songs and he listens to them and tell, okay, this is what's missing. Now he's telling you all that stuff for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They going crazy. They going crazy. But they're telling you all this stuff for a reason. So you have to sit and learn it, and it helps because that's how they created hits. And once you get that, then you can create your own hit, and you know what it sounds like, you know. Like, nobody knows how to create hits. We just know what it sounds like. You know, this it right here.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is it.
do they? Usher made and he didn't know it was gonna be a hit.
Yeah, he didn't
Well,
like
He
it.
didn't like it. He didn't like it.
I'm not gonna lie. That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's the industry, and so, you know, they put money behind that song.
Yeah.
So
that was everywhere.
just imagine
Yeah, they
if they didn't put money behind that song, you think people would have liked it? I think so. But would Usher probably would have pushed it like he did? Nah, he wouldn't have. So it's like, hey, it turned out to be, I don't know what it is. It's big as all. See what I mean?
What's I know you gotta get back on the set. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank y'all, man.
What's next for D.Lylez?
Man, so right now I'm just really back into the studio. I haven't released like an album in 9 years now. Yeah. So my last album was 2000. It was an EP. It was 2015, and now I felt like I've been growing and maturing as a man to trying to find material to talk about, and I wanted people to see like how far I've grown from the person I was when I wrote that album. It was angry, I was heartbroken, but I've gone through a lot since then, and so industry wise, life wise. But I'm writing songs, I'm in the studio, man. I'm producing, I'm working on trying to get another Grammy nomination. You understand? So
What was your Grammy nom for?
So it was with a house group from here, from Chicago, called 10 City. Shout out to Byron Stingley. Thank you so much. And it was a team of us. And man, bro, I didn't know that was gonna happen. So that's why you really, when you working, you really gotta just put your all into it. Because you just never know like what can come from it. And man, one day he called me and was like, "Congratulations, young man." And I'm like, "What you talking about, bro?"
That was my next question. How did you find out?
The album got Grammy nominated. And I'm like, bruh. He was like, "Man, the age you are now," he said, "I've been on the scene for 40 years. And they're like some big names in house music." He said, "In 40 years, this is my first nomination."
Wow.
He said, you got a better chance of having more because you're so young. And I took that to heart, you know what I'm saying? And Byron is one of those guys that he gives people the opportunities at the right time. And if he believes in you, he believes in you. You got to have people that really believe in you too, because they will give you those opportunities. And when you get it, you just got to be ready. And you got to nail it. You got to be ready.
More serious question.
Favorite
pizza.
Favorite pizza.
Where's your go-to for pizza?
My go-to, and I'm from Chicago, and I'm gonna say this gonna be real crazy, but like, I'm really not a fan of deep dish myself.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
But my go-to, I'm gonna go to Beggars, and then I'm gonna go
I like Beggars.
I'm gonna go to Italian Fiesta.
There you go.
That's what he was waiting for.
And then, you know what I'm saying, if I want to like show my friends from out of town, and I'm gonna go to Giordano's or Illuminati's, or I'm gonna go to like out, you know what I'm saying, east or out west, you know, like some Mexican spots. They got pizza, like it's one pizza joint that's so good, man. I forget the name of it, man. But those are my go-tos, bro.
I like that list. I like the list. I like the Italian.
He's an Italian Fiesta guy.
Man, you gotta back up into the spot and make sure everything all right.
You got to, for real, because it's in the hood.
You're gonna be waiting. Anything, Zeke?
No. Can you tell the people how to reach you so they can reach out to you? Say, hey, I need a song written. I want you to work for me.
Man, so, my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, everything, you can find me at D.Lylez, D-L-Y-L-E-Z. That's D.Lylez, D-L-Y-L-E-Z.
Grammy nominated.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, man. Yes,
Thank you, sir.
My dog.
Yo, Ricky Suede.
Yo, it's Zeke, Sports Life and Hip Hop.
Hey, and we got
This guy is back again.
Yeah,
I'm back.
a close
It's
friend of
me,
ours, professor, a producer. What else you do? Writer,
actor, you know
jack
what
of
I'm
all
saying?
trades, professor,
Beautician.
Mountain climber.
mountain climber, sneaker fanatic.
Oh yeah, sneaker head, killing you on the sneakers, killing you.
Save a buck or two. You know what I'm saying?
The frugal fine king.
You know,
You know?
AKA Professor Dow, Derek Dow. How you
What's
doing,
going
sir?
on with you, brother? How
Good.
you doing?
You're looking good, man.
Thank you, bro.
know what I'm saying?
Trying.
You're in your element right now, man.
Trying.
I heard you yelling at musicians like, "Yo, use the back wall."
You gotta use the wall.
What did you mean by
Yeah,
that?
what do you mean by
It was
back?
just because it was a scene where we're in the bathroom and she's like singing to herself in the mirror and like thinking about what's going on with the lyrics in the song and the experience that she's about to have with the other artists. And I'm like, yo, back up into the wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know when things take you, right? You know how it is. Like you meet somebody new, you like them, you got a crush on them, and you think about what could happen. You get knocked into the wall a little bit.
Now,
Did you demonstrate how to do that
I
for
feel
her?
like
okay, so like prior to doing this music video, Untitled, with talented you know what I'm saying, musicians. What is your thought process prior? Like, do you just sit on your couch like, all right, I want them to do this. Are you jotting it down? What is your...
Well, I think, first, I'm like on the script. I overanalyze anything before I even start writing.
You're a creative mofo.
I'm like, I like overanalyze anything before I start writing. I think about it. And then I talk to the artist, of course, because you got to respect what they bring to the table. And think about what they want for their video. And then think about a budget. I ain't thinking about murder. And then you're like, oh, you want helicopters and explosions. And then you just figure out how you can encompass that and make the best thing of what you got, right? And like we were luckily able to get blessed with this space and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, cool. A lot of stuff is gonna be eternal in your mind, what you're thinking. Keep you separated, keep that fantasy alive, and then when you finally like meet at this moment, like make it like ethereal, make it like make it where like your imagination can do more than your actual, right? You know, because again, we on dates, we don't know how it's gonna shake. We know how we want it to shake, but we don't know, right? And sometimes the fantasy is better than reality. You know.
How long is this video gonna take? It's a 3-day shoot, 1 week.
Oh well, we got 1 day, bro. I gotta make it all happen today. Again, what kind of budget you got for a week? I gotta go work on 1 day.
Sound like Mike Watson back then. So like you're doing what scene? You got the bathroom
So
scene.
we just
What's
finished
that?
the bathroom, so we're gonna go to the kitchen scene next because when he comes into the young lady's apartment, like he's enamored. He's like, yo, because if you guys don't know, it was a setup to this of a rollout.
Yeah.
And it was like a little short show called Quick Sparks.
Yep.
That I had wrote and directed for him. And so it ends with them like fighting each other after all these bad little dates.
Really?
Leaving. So now this picks up from when they decide to come straight from there to a crib, and then
He gets the cakes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if there a love scene.
We
in
don't,
this.
we don't know.
I saw the rose petals on the floor.
Right.
But remember what I said, the imagination sometimes is better than the reality. Right?
Okay.
So we don't know what's real and what's not. You know what I'm saying?
To be continued.
To be continued.
Dot.
How many music videos have you directed?
Oh, you know what? Honestly, not a lot. I did like 4 or 5 back in the day, and I took a break from that because, again, like no offense to any musician out here, every rappers was like, I got $250 for everything, and I want explosions and stuff like that. And I was like,
Bentley
bro,
truck.
It's just like, and then they 6 hours late. No offense if that's not you, there's the rapper, but it's like, yo, people late. Stuff like that, and I treat this as a business for me. Right. You know, I use reasonable hours. I don't want to shoot you start at 11 p.m. Right. And try to go overnight, right? Because you was drinking and hang out. Again, it's not everybody. I want to be professional. I want to be on time. Because you all know it takes time to get this stuff in, especially when you don't have full crews and because that means everybody's doing multiple jobs and we're doing the best to go on. I just don't want to deal with certain things.
I noticed that you said on set that a lot of times when you do music videos, it's hurry up and wait. So that's pretty much the procedure when you're doing.
It's pretty much the procedure on anything. If you want to, when people talk about they want to do movies and stuff like that, they assume you walk on and everything goes. No, it is literally hurry up and wait. Here's the call time. You got makeup, you got set dress, you got sound, you got crew, you got people rigging the lights. And again, when you're talking about doing independent, you gotta kind of love it because you're gonna be waiting. You're gonna be waiting, and I do my best to get everybody on time. I generally make my time, right? But I generally make my time if everybody else is on time.
Right.
If I'm waiting, now I gotta try to get everything, and I don't like being rushed because now my final project looks bad. Because now I'm just making up for time. We got to get out. We got to tail lights at 11. You didn't show up till 7. Call time was 2. Right. You know, so like that, yeah.
Yeah, the hurry up and wait. When y'all were shooting that first scene, them coming through the door, y'all did that about 5 or 6 times. Then you said, all right, that was good. Let's do it one more.
Yeah. Because, again, it's like, film, as you guys know, as y'all been doing y'all podcasts or anything, you need an army, right? So you have a lot of chances to mess something up, right? The actor forgets their line, the lighting goes wrong all of a sudden, sound pops off, the cameraman focus slips. It's a whole bunch of different things that can happen. You know what I'm saying? So
I know.
sometimes you just got to get them safeties in.
I know you got to get back on set. You are the main person that they need. So, anything other projects you got coming out?
Oh man, honestly, this is.
What's next for Professor
I'm
Dow?
gonna just say this right. This is going to, and I'm speaking it on your show, and I've talked to you about it in private before. This is gonna be an amazing, immaculate year for me. The amount of work I plan to put out is gonna be crazy. I'm working on 2 shorts. I'm working on a full feature anthology. Sorry for the phone. Sorry. I'm working on a full feature anthology that I plan to have come out. That I'm actually going to pull all my resources, get a lot of sweat equity, and I'm going to give opportunities to other directors to direct pieces of it. And then I'm going to EP the whole joint, right? So everybody's going to have a chance to direct the piece, maybe even write a couple. So we already got 2 or 3 of those in the can. And getting back in front of the camera, getting back in acting, talking to my agent, stuff like that. Gonna get back in the gym so I can be, Super Ricky. You know what I'm saying? And just so I'm it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. So
Triple H.
You've been using sweat equity a lot today. Can you explain what that means for the people who don't know?
So sweat equity is, and as you know, general equity is if I put the amount of money in, so if you guys say let's start a business and it's $1,000, I put in $100, I got 10% of equity, right? But if I don't have the money, what's called sweat equity is meaning like, okay, well my time would have been worth that $100. So instead of charging you that $100, I'm gonna come do the work that the business needs for that 100, and instead of you paying me, that's me putting the sweat equity into it,
okay.
right? So I have DPs, like my DP, he's coming in and he's doing a lot of sweat equity today. I'm doing sweat equity, so everybody's doing sweat equity to get in to get this project done and off the ground.
AKA pro bono.
Right. Yeah.
And I just got denied time to go back to work.
Yeah. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you. Appreciate
Thank you,
you.
Professor.
Sports Life and Hip Hop, Ricky Suede.
Zeke, we are here with the beautiful, talented Jenee Jones.
On the set of this new music video, Untitled.
Yes.
How's it going down there?
It's going good.
I have a question about what's going on down there.
Okay.
Getting right to it.
All right.
What do you have against short men?
Now, see, Derek started this mess. Okay. Derek started this. I didn't say anything.
So why would he say that then? Why would he just make that up?
I said I wanted to take my shoes off, but I did not want it to be a difference. But it wasn't in regards to anyone. I didn't know it was gonna make a difference in the shot for me being in the hallway and being in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Some high heeled shoes.
They was some Monica ones.
Okay.
Little kitty kids.
Tell the people where you from, where you repping.
I am from Gary, Indiana.
Stand up.
From the 219.
Basically Chicago.
What'd you say?
Basically like Chicago.
No. It's basically Gary.
Shout out to Give.
Right around the corner.
Gary, okay? It's Gary.
So we always ask this: who has the gene in your family? How did you're a talented songwriter, songstress? So
Who has the
gene?
gene?
Your mom, she sings. Your dad, your
Grandma.
grandma.
Grandfather was in the group.
Right. It's somewhere.
Yes and no. My mom can sing a little bit. My daddy can sing a little bit. And then my grandmother was a teacher, so I don't know if that has anything to do with the writing aspect of it.
Was she an English teacher?
Right.
Yeah, I believe
Well,
so.
there you go. There's the gene.
Yeah, so that's kind of, I guess, where it comes from. A little bit from here and there, and you got me. Yeah.
How long have you been in the game?
I've been singing since, we were actually talking about this earlier. I've been singing since I was very little. My mom knew when she was pregnant with me I was going to be doing something with music. That sounds crazy.
Wow.
She would go to church, and she'd hear the music, the drums, and I would kick her until she had to leave up out of there because I was making that much movement in her stomach.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And as a little
You're
girl,
literally
I'd be in
born
my
to do
room.
this.
I was born to do it. And I'd be in my room, and she knew I was making up songs in my room with like a little microphone and a boom box, I guess, at the time. And she just kind of had an idea that I could sing. So, started from there.
We asked your co-host D.Lylez, what gets him to write? What gets you to write songs? Like what mode do you have to be in? Is it dark room or?
No, not necessarily. I think that a creator is able to create in any space. There has been times that I have written songs when I was at work. I used to work for a rental car company some years ago, and I remember writing a song from top to finish because I was upset, and I just took my phone out.
Oh, heartbreak hotel.
The
Okay.
energy, And I just recorded it on the voice memo of my phone and that song is out too. It's called Timeline. But yeah, I think that you can record or you can create in any space. But if we're talking about more of a professional type of space, I do prefer to be more in a quiet setting with myself or someone else. And I typically try not to listen to the track at all before I go and do anything. I don't want to listen to it. I want to sit at the microphone and press record, and whatever comes out is what I want to start off with, because I feel like that's what's from the heart.
Are you pulling from different experiences, your friends' experiences?
Different experiences,
What you saw in a movie.
life, what you've seen in movies. Yeah, all of that. All of that makes art. Yeah.
So you said you record on the voice memo app, and just now you said you just hit record. So do you write, or you just hit record and
I've done both.
freestyle?
I've done both. Yeah.
One take, Jake?
Yeah, well, no, not one take. No, but it gives you, I guess you can call it more of a skeleton. So I may press record on my phone or in the studio, actually in front of the microphone with the DAW system. And I may have mumbles that are there. And sometimes if I'm just sitting in front of the computer and I press record, sometimes actual words come out with a melody. Sometimes it's just a melody and mumbles. But I listen back to it, and no one else may hear the words, but I hear words inside the mumbles, and I piece it together, and it becomes a song.
Oh,
Yeah.
very creative.
Yeah. being that you're very creative, who inspired you? Like, who did you look at? I mean, you're from GI, so I would assume the Jackson 5,
Freddie
Michael
Gibbs.
Jackson, Freddie Gibbs. But who else besides your GI counterparts that inspired you growing up?
Well, first, I always want to give honor where honor is due. I went to Emerson, which is a visual and performing arts school. It is no longer in existence, but it was the only performing arts school in the area, and I think in the state. And I was under the direction of Marion Lynn Hunter Boynes, and she really got me started to truly embrace music and learn it and enjoy it for what it actually was. But some of my musical influences, my mom used to have me listening to like the Emotions in the car, or when she was cleaning up the house on Saturday mornings, I'd listen to them. Ms. Boynes introduced me to Moses Hogan, which is a Negro spiritual conductor. I like Big Crit. I went to school in Texas for college. So I have a few different things that I like to pull from.
So your third eye is always open,
It's
huh?
always open.
Okay.
My two eyes saw your third.
What school did you go to in Texas?
I went to Wiley College.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Wiley College. I got a vocal scholarship to go there.
Whoa.
Vocal scholarship.
What is that?
You go
You
to
got a scholarship because of how well you can sing?
Yeah.
Me.
How do you do that?
God.
I mean, do you
All the
gotta
time.
you gotta go on stage and audition, or how does that work?
I promise you.
I've
all,
never
I
heard
am
of that.
not- I'm so serious when I say this, okay?
Here we go.
I went to church one day. I was in choir rehearsal. And out of nowhere, one of the pastors while we were there was saying, God said that he's going to give a scholarship to somebody. And I said, okay, go. And I left to go home, and I thought that I saw someone running around the track that I did not see. It was some random person, obviously. And I called the person who I thought it was, and they said, oh, no, that wasn't me. We got into conversation. Okay. In conversation, somehow we started talking about school, and I said, dang, I really wish I could go to school and go for free, because I was actually at Columbia paying their tuition that was there, okay? And literally that next week, I ended up getting the scholarship from just that situation happening the way that it did.
You didn't have to audition.
I did not audition. I did not have
God works in mysterious ways.
an award letter. I'm not joking, and it was myself and 3 other students from Emerson that went to school with me as well. We all went down and we graduated.
Full ride.
Full ride, not a dime.
Room and board taken care of.
This is unbelievable.
Japan.
I've never heard.
Whoa. Went to Japan.
Yeah.
Went to the White House.
Yep.
What year? Who was the president?
Who was the president
When
who
you
went to
went.
the White House? Obama was president. No. Was he president then? Yeah.
Not sure what year.
I mean, who goes to the White House?
Yes, he
No
was.
one. Who gets invited to the White House? It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I went to the White
He
House.
went to the White House. He was there, and when we that same summer, I believe it was, we went to Japan for a conference to
Flex.
Tokyo and Hiroshima.
Wow.
Oh, nice little flex there. Nice little flex.
I've never heard of a vocal scholarship. That's a
Really?
first. I didn't know that was a thing.
Shout out to the
Basketball
HBCUs.
scholarship.
Okay, shout out to the HBCUs.
Academic
They got it.
scholarship for smarts. I didn't know you get one for singing.
Yes, you can.
Wow.
You learn something new every day.
Yes. Thank you.
What is next for you?
What is next? What is next is finishing this project that we are working on. This has been a long time coming. But we are almost done. Tan and I met years ago and decided that it would be a really good idea for us to just come together and start working together as a unit. And it's been going really, really great. And that's really what we're just trying to do, is just finish. I feel like if you have a good product, people are gonna buy it, but they have to be able to see it. They got to be in front of people in order for them to actually to engage with it. So that's really what the focus is right now, is to be able to put it in front of people so they can consume it.
Sorry for my language. You love this shit.
I love it. I do.
So this is your main source of income, vocal.
It was. I actually supposed to be starting a job in February. Because I had quit my job at one point in time. I really did. But that's an old mindset that I had. I gotta give 100%. I can't do nothing else to do that, you know. But you need money to pay for some of this stuff.
Yeah,
Some of it.
money is important.
Yeah, so just trying to be a little bit more wise with how I move. Doesn't mean that that's your end goal.
Right.
Right.
But it is a step for right now.
Tell the people where they can reach you.
They can reach me on all social media platforms at Jenee Jones Sings, Jenee.
I was going to ask how to spell it.
'Cause
It's
everybody
it's
spells
spelled
it
different
wrong.
ways.
Okay, they never pronounce it right either. But yeah, Jenee Jones Sings on every platform.
And thank you, Ms. Jenee Jones. Been a
Thank you
pleasure.
very
Thank
much.
you.
Sports Life and Hip Hop, Ricky Swade.
Yo, this is Zeke. We in the snow.
Yeah, Chicago, January. We want to send a shout out for Professor Dow, for Ms. Tandaleria,
Shout out to D.Lylez, Untitled video shoot.
Ms. Jenee Jones, Untitled video shoot, like Zeke said. Good video shoot. Thanks for having us. More importantly,
Yeah.
it was a good vibe. It was chill. The song is dope, and you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Billionaire Mike behind the camera. We appreciate
As always.
As always, whoop whoop. And you know, you never know where you catch us, man. We everywhere, man. So
Yeah, video shoot. Might be on a porno set next. Who knows?
yo, but you see it, Chicago in January. Even though it's snowing, it's still nice out here. So you never know where you see us. Peace.
All right, peace.